my non-commercial radio fundraising, also non-commercial television. What's important is that from the very first days I was on non-commercial radio, WBAI in New York, back in 1976, the station was in deep despair. It was, for all intents and purposes, insolvent. It had lost the vast majority of audience. It was no longer relevant. It had been a major voice in fighting against the lies from the official positions in Washington about the Vietnam War. And it helped lead the nation, as far as a radio voice, for showing the problems of inequality and injustices. So there was a deep and abiding background to this station. But it no longer had the audience. It was no longer relevant. I went to work, and I brought my audience, which was formidable, over from WMCA radio. I was asked to stay on WMCA, but I'd kind of had enough of that. I just wanted something commercial-free. And I chose the station that needed the most help, which was BAI. It was dead last in all the ratings. From that time till now, I've raised over $50 million. But there was a time when I didn't even know how much I'd raised.
I don't know the numbers, but I can tell you that Gary raised millions and millions of dollars from WBAI. And without Gary, there would not be a WBAI. You know, so
there were lots of internal conflicts, lots of internecine conflicts at WBAI. Unfortunately, and other stations I was on PFW in Washington for 36 years, and KPFK in Los Angeles for 33 years. These are 3 of the 5 Pacifica stations. There's also one in Berkeley and one in Texas. And I even helped the one in Texas raise funds. And I generally offered books and or documentaries, lectures, film screenings, different events, all with the idea of bringing in money, and yet I never received a penny of that. In fact, I donated my salary from there till this day, but I never knew how well I did. But several years ago, a group inside of WBAI decided, let's see how well Gary and all has done for the stations over these decades. They went about finding all the official independent documents showing how much I've raised. And what we have now are letters from program directors or station managers validating what I did for the station. And what was remarkable, when I looked at this 108-page document, I've broken every record in the history of non-commercial radio on WBAI and KPFK and PFW, even on PBS. In 1998, I raised more money than any program up to that point in its history with How to Live Forever, and then Get Healthy Now, and after that, For Women Only. And I've had about 30 other programs on PBS stations around the country. So here's the proof of what I've done in over 45 years of helping non-commercial radio stations and television stations, and how every goal that was set, largest audience, most money raised, most awards, it's all there. You would never know that if you read my biography on Wikipedia. Most people would be very happy to know that they have made a contribution, a substantial contribution, a life-saving contribution, because there are times you're going to see that I raised over 50% of the total funds of just 1 hour a day for the whole station. Now to the evidence. Thank you for watching.